Hello everyone. Let's talk today about genetics and genetic disorders. In this video, I am going to discuss autosomal recessive disorder. I'm going to make it easy for you. Please make sure to keep a notebook and pen for notes. Taking notes is a very good habit and helps you retain and use this material later on. If you are not ready with a notebook and pencil, please pause the video and please bring your stuff. You can pause video anytime if you want to. Let's continue on the next slide. This is a picture of one cell from our body. There is a nucleus inside. The nucleus contains 23 pairs of chromosomes or 46 chromosomes. You also see a structure of chromosome. The chromosome is made up of genes and genes are further made up of DNA. Easy? Right. How many total chromosomes are in our cells? 46. How many pairs of chromosomes are present in our cells? 23 pairs. Normally, how many pairs of sex chromosomes are present out of total pairs? One pair or two chromosomes. What are the rest of the pairs called? Rest 22 chromosomes are called autosomes. This is a picture of arrangements of chromosomes in the nucleus. Look at this diagram. There are 23 pairs. The last pair is the sex chromosome and the rest 22 are autosomes. Another important aspect is that the sex chromosomes can be XX or XY. This is a male picture, so the sex chromosome is XY. If female, it will be XX. Remember, we just talked about 22 pairs of autosomes and one pair of sex chromosomes. Disorders related to autosomal chromosomes are two types: autosomal recessive and autosomal dominant. Autosomal recessive disorder has a carrier stage. The child can only get the autosomal recessive disorder if both parents are carrier of the disease, and the child receives total of two abnormal genes, one from each parent. If one parent carries an abnormal genes and another does not, the child will not get this genetic disorder. Some example of autosomal recessive disorders are sickle cell disease, thalassemia, and phenylketonuria. In autosomal dominant disorder, there is no carrier stage. Whosoever has this abnormal genes has the disease. Let's do some examples. Let's make a Punnett square. It will tell us all the possible outcomes for a genetic cross. So these are the genes, chromosomes for both parents. One chromosome contains abnormal gene. So if you multiply one chromosome with other two, these are the possibilities we can get. Multiply this with other two. So you get the dot is an abnormal gene on the chromosome. If you see that there is a 25% chances, in this case the child will have a disease. The other two, there are 50% chances that they are carriers. So if you see that the both parents contain one abnormal gene, that is why there is a 25% chances. Let's do another example where one parent has a abnormal gene, the other parent does not. Let's do a Punnett square. So you multiply one chromosome with other two chromosomes. And then this one with other two chromosomes. And you see that none of the child has a disease. In order to have a disease, they should have a two abnormal chromosome. In this case, one parent had a gene, the other does not. And so if one parent has a disease, other does not, no one will get a disease. Let's do a third example where one parent has a disease. It means parent has two abnormal genes. Let's do a Punnett square. You multiply each one chromosome with other, because there is only one parent having abnormal genes, not the other parent. So you will see that none of the child got the disease. Okay, so important to remember, the both parents should have a abnormal gene, then only the child will get disease. Okay. Let's talk about a autosomal dominant disorder. In this, the chromosome contains one abnormal gene and it can cause the disease. So one abnormal gene leads to disease. So if you take a two parents, both one parent does not have abnormal gene and the other parent has a abnormal gene. It means the other parent who has abnormal gene has a disease. So if we see the result, there are 50% chances the child will get the disease, because having one abnormal gene on the chromosome will cause disease. This happens in a dominant disorder. It's different from recessive disorder. So child will have a 50% chances of having disease in every pregnancy. So I'll stop here and I'll see you next time. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel and class concepts, and take care. Thank you.